What a move by Howie Roseman! Whoa! Yo, everybody, how you doing? What a 24 to 48 hours for the Philadelphia Eagles. But before I start, I gotta apologize to you if I sound more like a dingbat than usual. Because last night, I bit my tongue trying to eat salads. That's right, trying to eat salads. Now, I'm doing the best I can, trying to do the right thing, and I'm eating salads, and I bite the crap out of my tongue. But I guess that's what happens when you eat like a rabbit and you bite like a moose. Now, so what I want to do right now is recap the last 48 hours of the Philadelphia Eagles. I want to talk about the game, and I want to talk about the trade. Now, I would have done this recap yesterday, but because of the trade, I wanted to include that in it, so I waited an extra day. One other thing I haven't really said was that during the regular season, I will always on Eagles game day, on every Eagles game day, no matter what day, I will live stream a pregame and I will live stream postgame. That way you can see me how I am before and after a game, a loss, or a win. The next day, I will do a regular video recapping that game, giving you a more rational, logical opinion based upon having watched it again and being able to sit for 24 hours and let it sink in. So that's how I'm basically going to cover the Eagles. So let's start with week 1 of the preseason. Yesterday, or the other day, during the Eagles game, the one thing I noticed the most was it was very sloppy. It was very sloppy. I thought that it looked like week 1 of the preseason. Definitely, for sure. But my 3 stars of that preseason game were as followed. It was Carson Wentz, Mac Hollins, and Derek Barnett. Carson Wentz, with that duck move and that pass, was beautiful. It was what I expect from him. It's what we need him to be. Then Mac Hollins, with the stiff arm of dingbats, basically shook the world. I felt the ground shake underneath me. It was beautiful. And then you had Derek Barnett, who basically said Philly 500 is going to be doing a lot of Crow videos this year. He looked great. Now, if you all know, I broke my glasses the day that they drafted him. I was not happy. I hope that he's the real deal. I hope that I get to eat a lot of crow about it. So I'm very excited about that. I've never been so excited to tell you what a dingbat I am. So it is what it is. There were a few things I didn't like. I didn't like the interior of the offensive line. I didn't like the way Kelsey or Warmack played. I thought they stunk. I didn't like Nelson Aguilar's performance. He did that one reverse and was basically non-existent. For somebody who got so much hype before the preseason game, he did exactly what I thought he would do, nothing. And you know what? I'll be honest, thinking about it, it's also on the coach. I mean, I got to put a little bit on Doug Peterson. I mean, he didn't run any plays that would be a positive play for Aguilar. He ran a reverse. I mean, you can't run anything that gives this guy a little bit of confidence? Come on. That wasn't good. And I thought his play calling stunk too. Now, I know it's preseason. I'm not going to harp on it or worry about it too much. But he was very vanilla. But it was the same vanilla that he was in the regular season. So I hope he's going to open the playbook. I hope he's holding back. Another thing I did like was Jalen Mills. Jalen Mills was really good. He impressed me. I was very happy with his play. And the other corners, they didn't kill us, but they weren't good. They were bad enough that I came out of the game on my live stream saying, we definitely need to get a corner. And we got a corner. And you know what? I knew that was coming. You guys knew it coming. We had talked that was coming, so it's not a surprise. So speaking of trades, let's talk about the trade. The Eagles send Jordan Matthews and a 3rd-round pick to the Buffalo Bills for cornerback Ronald Darby. Now, Darby is a 23-year-old corner who runs like a 4.39. He even claims he can run in the low 4.3s. So this is a great move. To me, I know a lot of people like Jordan Matthews, and I know they didn't like giving up a 3rd-round pick. But the truth of the matter is, you're not going to get a lot of value for a guy who's in the last year of his contract. You needed that 3rd-round pick to get it done. And when you have 3/4, you know what I mean, in next year's draft, giving up a third shouldn't be too bad, because with those 3 4s, you should be able to get another third or another second. You should be able to get one of those picks back. So I like this move because if you look at what the Eagles did in the offseason, they were at risk of letting it all go down the drain if they didn't get a cornerback. That's why it was easy to figure out they were going to make a big move. It wasn't hard, and that's what we did. So I like this trade. I think Darby is a good corner. Now, I haven't seen a ton of him, but my thoughts on him are this. I think he's good and I think he's solid. I think and I believe that the Eagles made this trade because they believe he has a high ceiling. They believe he can be a Pro Bowl type corner. If you don't think he is, I don't think you make this trade. So I don't know what his ceiling is because I've only seen him in limited action. The action I did see of him, he was good. But I assume, and I'm sure the Eagles know, that this guy has a high ceiling if they can teach him and work with him. And that's why they make the trade, and that's why I support this trade. Now, this trade is big time. With the combination of Zeke Elliott being suspended, okay, that makes the Eagles a legitimate contender. I'm telling you now, the Eagles are a legitimate contender with the Giants to win the NFC East. They're going to be in it, they're going to have a shot, and it's going to be very interesting. And I'm more excited about the Eagles today because of this trade than I was yesterday. You know, can we replace Jordan Matthews? Yes, we can. We have other guys on the team that can. You have Ertz, you have Burton, you have Hollins. Hopefully Aguilar will wake up. But you have guys that can fill in and play the slot. But you have nobody that can be a starting corner but Darby. So now you have Darby. Eventually, one day you'll have Sidney Jones. And in a few years, the weakness of this team, the weakness at corner and secondary, will now become a strength. So this is a great trade. It was a great day. I hope you guys are excited about this. It's going to be okay. And guess what? Only in the NFL, only in the NFC East would you get to play the guy you just traded a few days later. How fun is that going to be? It is must-see television. With that, I'll let you go. I probably will talk to you guys later with another video or something like that. I'm working on a few things, and we'll see what happens. Take care, talk to you later, and don't be a dingbat.